I've been dancing here since I was in kindergarten and I just finished 5th grade.
3 years.
3 years.
I've been dancing since I was like 4, so a long time. And I'm 19, almost 20.
6 months.
I've been in dance for about 8 months.
I've been in dance for about 2 years.
12 years.
About 14 years.
Not even a year since November. I've been dancing for 13 years.
Our dance instructors, well, we have, it started with my mom. The studio started 53 years ago now with my mom. And she is still not actually retired. She still teaches 2 adult tap classes, and she also coaches Miss Catherine Sear in her advanced tap solo, which has won repeatedly high awards for the performance and for the tap work in it. Then we have myself, and then we have Mr. Chris Lunder, who started with us as a student and has now become one of our wonderful teachers here. Miss Morgan Angelillis also started out as one of our students and has become now our advanced tap teacher, and she does a phenomenal job with all of our tap dancers, as well as she started a tap group for young adults called Tap Dance. We also now have Miss Sophia Constantini, again one of our former students who has become one of our teachers. Catherine Cockerham, who actually was someone that we met through competition. We actually used to compete against Katie. Then she became a dance major at USF and wanted to do some teaching, and we hired her. We have Kara Zeff, who was a former student and also works with us now on our competition pieces, does an excellent job with those. Madeline Frere, all work and teach as they've all been students who are coming up into that now in our teaching force, terrific job. And Lori Land, again another former student who has come back from working kind of all over the country, and most recently she was at Busch Gardens and now is retired from that and is living in Tampa and teaching for us. So we have a great group of people, and a lot of our teachers come from our ranks and then end up coming back, and we utilize their skills, and it creates a nice example and a nice flow for the kids coming up to see that you can take your skills that you learn as a young person and you can do something with them.
And how do the kids respond to you as you're going through your instruction?
They love it. I love them. They love me. It's pretty awesome because I've never really had that chance or opportunity to do that before. So when I'm like teaching them the steps, they're like, "Oh, that's so awesome! I love this choreography." I was like, "Thanks, guys. That makes me feel really good." And I'm like glad that they like it, because I don't want to be that teacher that's like, "Oh, that choreography isn't really good. I don't really want to do it." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, just.
I think that she's very strict about what you're doing, and I like that, so I can take those corrections and apply them to what I'm doing in my class.
I definitely look into the storyline of the dance and what type of emotions the people dancing should portray. Like for this one, I feel like they should be emotionally, not heartbroken, but they should be happy, and they should show it through the grace of the movement in their dancing. Because it has a lot to do about the sky and reaching for the stars and how they have lots of goals in life.
It has made me a better academic student. It's made me a better person. It's made me a more hardworking person. It's made me value a lot more things more dearly.
I think it's the most amazing place ever.
I think it's the best studio ever because I think it has the most family environment, and everyone's so comfortable and everyone loves each other. And when I go and see other studios, they're not as great as this one.
The thing I love most about dance is that it's something that challenges me and makes me sweat and work hard.
Kind of dance with whatever we want to do and be happy with it.
You can express yourself by doing exercise.
How important it is, actually, because for years I've been involved in theater and musical theater, and that's what I want to do, and I've never really taken up the classes like a lot of people do when they're younger, and it's really been an experience actually joining now that I'm 22. It's never too late, so it's exciting.
Well, I guess it just gives me freedom, and even though it's kind of more strict than the other styles, it just feels really good to me, on my body and stuff.
These awards are from our competition team. Our competition team was started in 2004, 2004, I think, was the first year that we started with one dance and 3 people, and because I knew nothing about it. So we just started with a small group, and everybody really enjoyed it. And the following year, we became quite a group at that point. I think they were 16 or 18, which is still not a very big team, but to us it was. And we took off from there. They've had 3 successful regionals this year. We were at Dance America in February, and IDC in March, and then we just went to Starbound May 17th and 18th. This year's regionals at both the first 2, Dance America and IDC, all of our dances qualified to go to nationals. So we had 30 dances total, all qualified, and every solo that we competed also qualified to go to their Dancer of the Year, which is a special competition that only soloists can qualify. You have to be a soloist to be considered, but you have to get a certain score in order to qualify, and all of our soloists scored high enough to be participants. And then at our last competition, which was Starbound, we had a lot of high scoring winners. So we had great success at that. We had several that were in the top 10 for duos and trios. We won the top 10 for duos and trios with our trio called Money with Mr. Ethan Zeff, Tegan Reed, and Miss Emily Walker. And then we had runners-up with Kayla Cowart and Catherine Sear in their tap duet, and also our kind of young teen group with Eileen Lee, Sophia Morrow, and Marissa Arnone also placed in the top 10. And then the senior soloists and our young teen soloists also, we had 3 people each in the top 10 for that one. So they've done extraordinarily well this year.
What's going through your mind and body as you're performing?
It's funny because everyone asks me that. I'm always just that really quiet girl before the show, not even thinking about anything, just like everyone's like, I'm so nervous, I have to pee, blah, 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 and I'm just sitting there relaxing, kind of just thinking about the dances and like what type of emotions I should portray through all of them and everything. I'm not really nervous. I don't think I've ever really been nervous for a dance.
I think about the steps, like the music rhythm. I think about the counts of the music, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
But when I'm in it, I'm really committed to it, and I'm just like, I gotta go ham and do everything full out and just do it to do it. And like, it's my last time dancing. Dance for your life.
Well, at a recital, I feel very proud of myself, and I feel like I can do anything.
I'm really excited, considering this is my first dance recital. What do I expect? Hopefully not to fall on my face.
You get the emotion from the crowd and everyone being around you, and you get a sense of them there for you and wanting you to do good. So it's always like you're ready and you just want to do a great job for them and yourself. I'm not thinking about the people in the audience. I'm just kind of letting go as if I were just in this room and no one's watching me. So
How I'm gonna do it if I do the dance right, or well, I know I'm gonna do it right, but just like if I mess something up or stuff like that. So I was like thinking in my head like, okay, this step, this step, this step, and I was like.
I get really excited and I get a lot of adrenaline and it just pumps out of me like all at once and I can't control it.
I want to take it all the way. So do I.
I would like to actually pursue it as a career, possibly like going to a company, definitely do it in college.
And one day try to make a big performance, choreograph my own dances, something like that.
Well, I'm gonna major in musical theater, so pretty far. It definitely applies to shows and theater, and yeah, so my career in life will have dance involved for sure.
Dance with like superstars and that.
Well, I'm only a freshman in high school, but I'm planning on taking musical theater as my major. So dance will really help me in whatever I do. It helps me every day. Like, even if I wasn't being a dancer, it helps you with your posture, it helps you with the way you walk, it just helps you overall as being. So I'll probably use it like as long as I live, or at least I hope to.
I would love to see myself on Broadway or in like background dancer for someone famous or something. Just gotta get your name out there. and audition for stuff. And having this under my belt is really awesome because I'm learning skills by doing it every single day.
I want to dance for the rest of my life.
See you at the recital!
Either go off memory or go off DVD, infinite cinema.